A very good evening and welcome to Malaysia Cup 1990 final, a live telecast brought to you by SBC Sports. And after a lot of hype about this match and the war of words between players from both camps and the press, who has contributed no less to this exciting atmosphere, this is it, the moment of truth for all Kedah and Singapore soccer fans. This will be Kedah's fourth consecutive final, and as a sentimentalist at heart standing on neutral grounds, you'll be behind the Kedahans all the way as they search for their first Malaysia Cup victory. But in doing so, Kedah are under a lot of pressure, and they have to mentally get over the fact that they'll finish second best again on the big occasion. And tonight, Kedah will play a defensive game with 5 men at the back. Tan Cheng Ho, Lee Kin Hong, Chan Kiet Sui, Ng Chu Beng and Muhammad Ramli, and will rely on the striking prowess of V. Sundramuthi and Hussein Jaffa up front. Singapore come into this final as the favourites and are sky high in terms of confidence after striking rich form in their last away match against Johor in the semi-finals. And contrasting to Kedah's records, this will be their first final appearance in 9 years, and experience-wise, they will be second best for the night. And tonight, Nazri Nasir has been given a free role as an interlink between the midfielders and defenders. And the game gets underway now. Kedah kicking off. Rinkic Bratislav, their Yugoslav import. Looking straight away for Sundramuthi. A chance for Kedah straight away. And a mistake by Nazri Nasir, almost allowing Sundramuthi to go all the way and score. So it's the first corner of the match for Kedah, happening only after 30 seconds of play. So the Kedah supporters cheering the team on, all geared up for this now. Rinkic. And Singapore earn a free kick. And Nazri, as I was saying, is given a free role tonight, an interlink between the defenders and midfielders, and his job is to cut off all the dangerous Kedah counter-attacks, because tonight I'm sure the Kedahans will rely on their counter-attacks as they're playing to their strengths, and they've got a formidable defense. A defense which has conceded no less than 2 goals in a single match this season. A good flick on by Haslim, Alistair, Abbas, Tokijan. This looks promising for Singapore. Tokijan gets past his man. Referee waves, play on. Much to the disgust of the Singapore fans. Rinkic. This time a foul for Kedah. The referee tonight's from Selangor, N. Supramaniam, voted the best referee of the competition by the Football Association of Malaysia, and he's been given the honour of refereeing this very important occasion. So it's the team with a big match temperament that'll walk away with a Malaysia Cup. The evidence of the early play suggests that Kedah are employing some tactics which the Singapore forwards will not like it too much. And in fact, the referee has given Kedah a throw-in, taken straight away to Sundram, tightly policed by good ball skills by Sundramuthi. Once again a foul. Sundram highly charged for this match. He wants to prove his worth because he's already offered his services for Singapore next year. Free kick taken straight away, flicked on, headed out. Chance for Kedah and cleared away by the Singapore boys once again, this time by Surya Dali. So a great start by Kedah. Coming all out attack now. Throw in. Sundram. Abbas coming back to defense to help out. Haslim cleared it, but it's not cleared yet. And finally it's out of the danger zone. And it only goes out for a throw-in to Kedah. Naina Muhammad with a throw-in. Hasnan. This is Zulkifli. Good play by Zulkifli Katayoho. And here comes Hasnan Harun. Good skills. Good shielding of the ball. And it goes all the way back to goalkeeper Azmi Mahmood. A very big lad indeed, Azmi. Malaysia's first choice. Naina. Long ball. Looking once again for either Sundram or Hussein Jaffa. This time goes all the way to David Lee. Pathmanathan. Singapore trying to slow things down now. Kedah, a ferocious start to the match. Suryat slipping enough. Just to inform you that it was drizzling just a while ago in the early evening. And now, though the drizzle has cleared, the pitch is still a bit slippery. Foul throw by Abbasad. We don't see that very often coming from a professional. And Supramaniam Alistair, he receives a booking for that. So the very first booking of the night goes to Alistair Edwards for showing his disgust at the referee. So if the game goes into a replay, Alistair will miss the next game. Nasiruddin. Abbas. Looks for Alistair. Good play by Singapore. Ball goes out and Singapore just finding no way around the Kedah defense at the moment. Well, the important factor here is for Singapore to get the early goal, because if they get the early goal, it'll force Kedah into attack. And that's when Kedah will not be able to play to their strengths. And their strength, of course, lies in the back line, the most formidable defense in the Malaysia Cup. And this time a foul throw going against the Kedahans. Live from the Merdeka Stadium here, brought to you by SBC Sports. Suryat. Alistair. Looking for Tokijan. Naina Muhammad gets the ball away. Radi Maddin. Tokijan fighting very hard for it. And Naina wasn't too sure what he was about to do then. Seven minutes of play gone by, still deadlocked at 0-0. But what a great start Kedah had to the match. And the first few seconds of play, V. Sundramuthi almost went all the way by himself, unmarked to score. But Singapore, I'm sure, will settle and come into stride slowly but steadily. Abbas, Sundram, Rinkic Bratislav. Ng Chubing. Sundram. Radi Maddin. Bratislav. Alistair. Fought very hard just to get that one back. Well done, Alistair Edwards. Ooh. That just sums up the determination of both sides in winning the match tonight. A big occasion for Singapore football. Alistair. I thought he was shoved off the ball then. The referees play on. So here come Kedah. Tan Cheng Ho. Hussein Jaffa. Sundram. Good ball control by Sundram. Is he going to get past Nazri? And it's a foul for Kedah. Singapore really living on dangerous grounds here in the first half. the opening minutes. And Kedah all out for the early goal because no team is better at defending a one-goal lead in the Malaysia Cup tournament than Kedah. So if they get an early goal, it'll be a great morale booster for the team. And getting an early goal is like getting their fingerprints on the Malaysia Cup already. So here comes the free kick. It's taken by Rinkic Bratislav. He's got 5 men in the penalty area waiting for the cross. He floats one in, and Alistair comes all the way back in defense just to help out. But a chance for Kedah now, and well cleared by T. Pathmanathan then. Tan Cheng Ho. Sundram. He's almost everywhere tonight, V. Sundramurthy. He'll definitely love to pull one over his old team. Here he is again, Sundram. Zulkifli. A foul. Charging into Zulkifli there was Tan Cheng Ho, but nothing malicious about that. So referee awards a free kick for Singapore, and the battle then breaks out. And so Singapore come again. Suryat. Alistair. It's Lee Kin Hong. He's going to police him really tightly tonight. Nasaruddin. Alistair. And that, believe it or not, is Singapore's first shot at goal. Coming in the 10th minute, Alistair Edwards. So it's a rather nervous start for the Singapore boys. And they really got to slow the pace of the game down in order to settle in. Just when you thought that Kedah would rely on the counter-attack, they've had the better of the exchanges in the first 10 minutes. And they're going all the way again. Hussein Jaffa. This time Pathmanathan there to cut the danger out. Pick up on the loose ball. But he gives away a throw into Kedah. So the Kedah supporters have got much more to cheer about so far. And the referee once again giving the decision in favor of the Kedah. The roar of the boys in green and yellow. Another free kick, Rinkic. A good shot at goal and well cleared by Nazri Nasir. Abbas comes all the way back to make sure that it doesn't go out for a corner. Still very dangerous, the boys are living. Naina Muhammad. Hussein Jaffa. Pathmanathan clears it this time. But still it's not over yet. Nazri. Borhan Abu Sama. And finally we're hearing from the Singapore supporters now. Abbas, a good chip inside for Alistair, but headed out once again. Here's Rinkic. Radi Maddin. Allowed to break all the way by himself. He skips past a man. Back heels it to Tan Cheng Ho. Cheng Ho finds Maddin again, and Borhan Abu Sama is there with a saving header. Hasnim maneuvering his way past one, but not a second man. Well, that looked more dangerous than it actually was. It's number 15 man for Kedah, Chan Kiet Sui. That's David in his new look outfit, looking very much like a World Cup goalkeeper. Let's hope he performs like one as well tonight. And so far, the aerial balls, a battle between Lee Kin Hong and Alistair Edwards. I have to say that Lee Kin Hong is one up over Edwards. Tokijan. Here's Abbas. Oh, lovely play by... Oh, no. That's what we don't want to see. Some very malicious fouls marring the match. Here's Tokijan. Fumbled off the ball then by Naina Muhammad. And cleared by Muhammad Ramli. Tokijan yet again. Nasaruddin. He's got Tan Cheng Ho in front of him. Aslim. 1-2 didn't work out. Well won back by Zulkifli Katayoho. Tokijan. He's got Naina Muhammad in front of him. He goes past Naina. And once again Naina had to resort to such tactics to bring D Tokijan down. And this time Tokijan has finally won a free kick for Singapore after numerous appeals. And now what can we see from this free kick? 15 minutes of play gone by. Can Singapore score the all-important first goal? An early goal would stand them in good stead. A chance for Singapore, and D Tokijan's back header almost got there. Well, if you look back on Kedah's 3 previous defeats in the Malaysia Cup finals, all against Kuala Lumpur, they've all lost to early goals scored by the KL boys. Azmi, long kick, headed away well. Naina, looking for Hussein Jafar. Nazri. Very composed for a 19-year-old, Nazri Nasir. Especially in a match like this. Zulkifli Katayoho. Borhan. Looking for Haslim, but it was never going to get to him. Well, you really got to be here at the Merdeka Stadium to feel and witness the atmosphere. But I'm sure you at home, you're just as highly charged, if not even more. Hussein Jafar. A good shot there by Hussein Jafar. Going out for a goal kick to Singapore. And once again I must stress that the field is very slippery. There you have it, a recap of the shot from Hussein. And balls bouncing just outside the 6-yard box would be very dangerous to goalkeepers. Tokijan. Alistair. Tokijan getting the better of Naina Muhammad, but Mahmoud wins it back. Syndrome. Really charged up for the game, Sundram Murthy. He really wants to prove his worth. That time he was fouled by Borhan. He's on the ball again. This time his cross blocked by Nazri. Kin Hong. And offside V Sundram Murthy. Well, if you have just joined us, this is the final of Malaysia Cup 1990 between Singapore and Kedah, live from the Merdeka Stadium, brought to you by SBC Sports. The score at the moment, Singapore 0, Kedah 0. Although Kedah have had the better of the first half exchanges so far. Pathmanathan. Long ball again, but well cut out by the Kedah defense. Suryat. All the way back to David Lee. Safety first. But it's better safe than sorry. David pumping the ball right into the Kedah half yet again. This time Tokijan. And Lee Kin Hong had to concede a throw-in. Hasnim. Good play by Hasnim. Lovely ball skills. Hasnim goes through all by himself. A chance for Singapore. Yes, is it there? Oh! Almost. Very nearly a goal for Singapore. Nasiruddin Jalil. I'm sure he will kick himself for that. If you see from the replay, actually it was quite unlucky on the part of Nasiruddin as well. Credit must go to Hasnim for that beautiful jinking run. Azmi kept it away from Alistair Edwards. It fell straight for Nasiruddin. But then it had to take a play with extra quick thinking to get that ball into the net. So that's the closest we've gone so far to getting a goal in this final. Nazri cuts that one out. And no midfielders to pick up on the loose ball. Hussein Jafar. Mohammad Ramli, pursued by Abbasad. Ng Chiu Beng. Borhan. Tokijan, lovely ball. Here's Alistair Edwards. He's got Lee Kin Hong to beat, but Lee Kin Hong comes in with a tiny challenge. Because if Alistair had put the ball around him, it would have been just Alistair and Azmi Mahmood. And an almost certain goal for Singapore. Alistair. All the way back to Borhan. Looking for Hasnim. Naina clears it. Borhan. Zulkifli with a rather feeble header. Winkage skips past his man well. Gives it to Sundramuthi. And this time Sundram's enthusiasm got the better of him as he brings down Terry Pathmanathan. And if you remember the match between Singapore and Kedah at Stadium Darul Aman was a grudge match between Sundram and T. Pathmanathan, where Sundram actually elbowed Singapore's captain then. The pitch still playing tricks on the players. Nasiruddin. It was just a case of mistiming on the part of the tackle. The referee understands it. And now you're hearing the Kedah supporters behind the boys all the way. Kin Hong, Hussein Jafar, Nazri Nasir doing justifications to his salary then. Winkage Bratislav. Nasiruddin. Well cleared. Here's Alistair. Good skill by Alistair Edwards. He pushed the ball just a bit too far. Nasiruddin Jalil. It's the best thing you can do if you're not too sure about your header out to your compatriot. The best thing to do is just to head the ball out. Sundram. And he wins yet another free kick for Kedah. Not very good news for Singapore fans, as the Kedah boys getting nearer and nearer the Singapore goal mouth. This, their fourth free kick already from positions like these. And they almost got a goal then, if not for D. Tokijan, who came all the way back to defense just to help out and head the ball away for a corner. There again from the replay, Tokijan with the all-important header. And here comes a corner kick. Rinkic, a flick up, almost there. Another corner this time, is it? No, it's a goal kick. It just shaves off the head of one of the Kedah attackers. I think, yes, it's Hussein Jafar, who didn't have a clean header to the ball, otherwise it would have been really horrible for Singapore because they would be down by a goal. But still it's 0-0 and Singapore are in with a fighting chance. David with another long kick into the Kedah half. Nazri. Rinkic fighting very hard tonight. Of course, it was reported in the papers that he's never been on a winning side before. He doesn't want to let this slip out of his hand, especially since this might be his last season with Kedah. Hussein Jafar, good tackle by Zulkifli Katayoho, but it only goes as far to a Kedah player. Here's Nasaruddin, keeps the ball in play well. Lovely ball to Alistair, good screening. And Lee Ken Hong is there once again. He's been in 3 Kedah defeats in the final, and he too doesn't want another one. Alistair with a good cross and a good interception. Pathmanathan. Borhan with some space in front of him. A low cross, Tokijan is there. Tokijan, that's not his favorite right foot. Should have left it to Alistair, I would have thought. But still there's a chance for Singapore. There you are. It was a bouncing ball anyway and very difficult to contain. And very difficult to keep it low as well. Radi Maddin. Rinkic Bratislav. Now the midfielders are not clamming him down fast enough. Pathmanathan with a good clearance. Here's Hasnim. Hasnim showing Chubing too much of the ball, and now Sundram goes. Is he going to hurt the Singapore defense again? Puts it through, a chance for Kedah. Well, he would have done much better than that, I thought. Radi Maddin should have put Kedah 1 goal up then. Good play by V. Sundramurthy once again. He took on the Singapore defense almost single-handedly. He saw Radi Maddin running into open space, slipped the ball to him, and there's Radi, who should have used his left foot. Well, a Singapore player is down injured at the moment. I think it's Borhan Abusama. And reflecting on the play so far in the first 26 minutes or 27 minutes that have gone by, I must say that Kedah have had the upper hand. Singapore have had 1 or 2 attacks. But still, they haven't figured much in the Kedah half. Unlike the Kedah boys, who have really camped in the Singapore half for most of the play in the first half so far. V. Sundramurthy is finding his form at the right time for the right occasion, much to the delight of the Kedah supporters. And you must also give credit to the Kedah defenders for really doing a good job on the Singapore strikers so far. We haven't seen much of our Aussie pair, both Abbas and Alistair. Here's Alistair. Lee Kin Hong is doing a very good job on him tonight. Oh, lovely skill by Abbasad. Alistair. He's got Tokijan and Nasaruddin waiting for that ball. And Nasaruddin Jalil. Oh well. That's another missed chance for this man. A lovely flighted cross from Alistair Edwards. And Nasaruddin Jalil and Abbasad fighting for the ball. Good news for all Singapore fans. Borhan Abu Sama comes back into the field of play again. He's a battler all the way, and he's not going to be undone just by one knock on the head, I'm sure. Here he is, on the ball straight away. Alistair. Chu Bing. Who was put under pressure then by D. Tokijan into conceding the throw-in to Singapore. Half an hour of play gone by, and David has been the busier of the two keepers so far. Alistair. Lovely skill by Radi Maddin. With holds of space here, no one's climbing him down. This is very dangerous. Radi, he checks. But he wasted a bit too much time, and Singapore boys clear. Oh, that was a really terrible tackle, but then Tokijan is now fighting very hard for the ball with Naina Muhammad, who almost played a trick on his goalkeeper then. But Azmi was very alert to the situation. Lee Kin Hong. So the Singapore boys finally getting into their stride and settling in. Alistair, a good jump, but a header finding no one. And Cheng Ho decides to leave it for a throw into Kedah. Nasaruddin. Alistair. Good shielding of the ball. Muhammad Ramli then. That's Abbasad rather. And Muhammad Ramli. Subramanian telling Abbas to watch his words, cool down, not let the enthusiasm and the atmosphere get the better of him. Alistair, very good shielding of the ball. Lovely technique. But Hasnan gives it away. Hussein Jafar, he turns his man well. Very good turn. Tan Cheng Ho with a good ball looking for Sundram. But Nazri is there again, and all the way back to David Lee. Borhan. That's a rather poor ball. Didn't find any of his man at all. It gives Kedah a chance to start another attack again. And Sundram wins yet another free kick. This time it's Nazri Nasser, pulled up for shirt tugging. And another free kick given away in a very dangerous position. Somehow or rather, you feel that Kedah might just take advantage of such situations. Rinkich with yet another free kick. This time Lee Kin Hong has come up to join the attack. Foul that time from Lee Kin Hong. So Sundram has been the Scrooge of the Singapore defense so far. Very menacing with his mercurial ball skills, and is tearing the defense to pieces single-handedly. Nasiruddin. Surya. Alistair. Good screening of the ball. Looks for Tokijan. Tested the ball down well. Abbas losing it. Alistair fighting very hard for that. Tokijan. Zulkifli. Lee Ken Hong cutting off that cross. Borhan. Hasnim. Good skills by Hasnim. Is he going to take all the Kedah defense? No, he brings it back to Alistair. Hasnim to Abbas. Abbas tried to do it all by himself, but a cross would have done better. And he's got another chance again. But the Kedah defense under a lot of pressure, forced into clearing the ball blindly. Nazri Nasir. Abbas. A chance, Zulkifli, Abbasad, Singapore have a chance. And Abbas just failed to control the ball at the final moment. But that was a chance. Zulkifli, he contemplated on the shot, but then decided to flick it on to Abbasad, and Abbasad's first touch let him down. Corner by Hasnim. But the Kedah defender wasn't 10 yards away. So says the linesman as he signals to the referee. So the corner has to be retaken. Singapore's first corner tonight, coming after 36 minutes of play. Will it be the head of Alistair Edwards? It goes all the way, almost finding Nasiruddin. Nazri failed to control the ball cleanly. Sundram. He skips past his man very well. He skips past Pathmanathan as well. But he just failed to ride the tackle. Just how can you stop this boy? Suryat couldn't. Pathma couldn't. And he had to give away a free kick. Rinkic floating the ball inside again. Good play by Abbas. Zulkifli to Abbas. But that was more suited for Ng Chiu Beng, who cleared the ball only as far as Tokijan. Zulkifli. A beautiful ball. Suryat, what kind of cross can he give? Not a very good one. Easily cleared. Zulkifli battling very hard to get the ball back, and he gets the throw in, throwing it all the way back to his skipper, Terry Pathmanathan. Kin Hong there once again. Rinkic, can he keep the ball in play? Just couldn't. Abbas. Abbas just took things for granted then. Thought that Borhan Abusama. That's a second booking tonight. Both Singapore players. First one, Alistair Edwards, in only the 5th minute of play for protesting. And that one for a very dangerous tackle from Borhan Abusama. So if you're a Singapore fan, it hasn't been a very good first half to reflect upon. A long free kick into the Singapore penalty box. Rinkic. Sundram. Oh well. by his standards, I'm sure we would have expected a better finish from him. That was horrible. "39 minutes of play gone by in this Malaysia Cup Final 1990. You're receiving us live from the Merdeka Stadium, courtesy of SBC Sports. Haslim prevented from getting past his opponent. Alistair. Good play by Alistair Edwards. Leaving it for Zulkifli. Chips it. Abbas side with a chance. And Azmi read that very well. Proving why he is Malaysia's #1 goalkeeper. A good flick on by D. Tokijan. Abbas almost got behind his defender. Very long kick. Alistair taking his time, looks for his men, finds it in the form of Zulkifli Katayoho. Muhammad Ramli gets the ball away from Abbas. Rinkic spread the play wide to Syndrome. He's got Nasri hot on his heels. He twists, he turns, and he wins a throw-in. What a lovely ball. What lovely ball skills then. He's such a delight to watch, isn't he? There he is again. Syndrome. Looking for a penalty. The referee wasn't going to be deceived then. Tokijan, that's a beautiful turn. Gets past his marker very well. Onside, Alistair Edwards. It's Alistair versus Azmi. And the ball just a bit too fast. And the slippery ground didn't help in Alistair's cause at all. Alistair's got to get back onside again. He is onside. But his header wasn't satisfactory for Abbas. He's been very quiet so far, Abbasar. Showing only flashes of brilliance. Two and a half minutes of the game left in this first half. Still 0-0. A highly competitive game. Good play by Tokijan. Out to Abbas. He's got Muhammad Ramli to beat. And Ramli does a good job on his men then. Haslim, good play by Haslim Harun. Lovely skills by Haslim. A chance for Singapore, but Azmi Mahmood. Brilliant play by Haslim Harun. And bad news for the Singapore camp. It's now pouring. And if you remember the SEA Games last year, it was around this time when the rain came down and Singapore went on to lose against Malaysia. Is history going to repeat itself again in this very same stadium where the drainage system isn't as good as the one we have back home? Like what the Kedah captain Lee Kin Hong says, if it's going to rain tonight, the cup is as good as theirs, because the Lions don't seem to be able to perform under wet conditions. Rinkic Bratislav. Syndrome. Good tackle by Nasri. But take heart also, because if it rains, Syndrome will not be able to display his ball skills. Rinkic. Good cross. A chance for Kedah. It's there. Sundramuthi has scored for Kedah in the very last minute of the first half. The sea of green and yellow stand up as they salute that first time strike by V. Sundramuthi. And the pain inflicted to the Singapore camp is even more painful then, as our homegrown talent does it again. Second time this year that V. Sundramuthi has pulled one over his own teammates. And what a good strike it was. So Singapore down by a goal to nil in the very last minute of this first half. A great psychological boost for the Kedah team as they walk into the dressing rooms. Tokijan now. He wins a corner for Singapore. And as the goal scorer's name is announced, cheers ring out from the Kedah supporters. But it's more than they deserve because they practically cancelled the Singapore half in this first half. Can Singapore get a goal back straight away? Pathma. Naina Muhammad clears it. Nazri. All the way back to Azmi Mahmood. So Kedah have put their fingerprints on the Malaysia Cup. And like what I said earlier on, no team is more formidable in defending a one-goal lead than Kedah. So off they go, the referee blows for half-time, and as they go into the dressing rooms for some stern talking from the coaches, Kedah leads Singapore by a goal to nil. A goal scored by V. Sundramuthi in the very last minute of the first half. It was Kedah who came out tops in the very first half, and in the first 10 minutes of play, they camped in the Singapore half, allowing Singapore only one attack at their goal mouth. V. Sundramuthi.
Together, and I'll be there for you, no matter when or what you do. I'll always be there for
Let your fingers do the walking in the yellow pages.
Suits your habits, meets your needs.
Cow Attack Regular.
I normally soak before washing. Now with Attack Regular, I can really see the difference. My clothes are cleaner and brighter.
Cow Attack Regular for a cleaner, whiter and brighter feeling.
reach for the sky, yeah. Catch a dream or two or three. Reach for the sky, you gotta try to catch a wish, keep one for me. Yeah, I'm sure that everyone can see you are looking, reach out to me. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky.
Reliable office and personal automation technology. Leading today, ready for tomorrow. Sharp.
The new National Video Cassette. Specially designed for NICAM stereo broadcasts and recordings. National Video Cassette creates better vision and sound. Win NICAM TVs and VCRs, camcorders, mini-visions and more with National.
And here we are, back at the Merdeka Stadium, live, coming to you live, courtesy of SBC Sports. And the boys in blue, the Singapore team, are down by a goal to nil with a superb strike from V. Sundramuthi in the 44th minute of play in the first half. And a tactical switch which Robin Chan might want to use now is to bring on Nazri Nasser and push him into midfield. But then again, it might leave gaps in the Singapore defense, which could be exploited by an on-form Sundramuthi. who is playing his heart out tonight. And as you can see, it's a stadium packed to its capacity. It was a highly charged first half, very entertaining, and we haven't seen much of Abbas Saad yet, but the other Aussie, his compatriot Alistair Edwards, has been doing well up front and figuring in most of Singapore's move. Hasnim Harun has shown flashes of brilliance as well, including a run which almost saw him go all the way into goal, but Azmi Mahmood came out and cleared the danger, the Kedah goalkeeper. But all in all, Singapore must remember that they've got the character, as shown in the matches against Perak and Johor, to bring this trophy back to Singapore again after 10 years. The last time we were in the final, of course, in 1981. And the Kedahans have prayed for rain ever since they entered the Malaysia Cup final. And when the heavens opened, it was an indication that they were going to score. And score they did. And what a good goal it was as well. So can Singapore come back and maybe force the game into extra time or win it? They did it against Johor. Can they do it again here? First, of course, they have to get an early goal in the second half. So as I wish the boys all the best. The teams take up their positions now, and we're all set and ready to go with the second half. Singapore will be attacking all out now against a Kedah defense who have not conceded more than 2 goals in a single match whole season round. Di Tokijan. Hasnim conceding a foul straight away. Lee Ken Hong with the free kick for Kedah. Floating it, looking for Hussein Jafar. Nasiruddin. And a free kick for Singapore. Sudia. Zulkifli. A good ball to Sudia. Let's see what sort of cross is going to give in now. It's a good one, almost finding ahead of Alistair Edwards. Sundram, the outstanding performer of the first half. Still doing a lot of running. A good ball to Rinkic Bratislav. Bratislav has got Naina Muhammad here, but that's a far-fetched ball which I'm sure even the world's best sprinter couldn't get to. The rain is subsiding, which could indicate a change of good fortune for Singapore, and they really need it. David with a long kick. Alistair Edwards jumping and getting the ball. Nasiruddin, good control. Good header out then. Kin Hong, Nasiruddin getting the ball away. Hussein Jafar. Rinkic. Pathmanathan. Sudia. Abbas. And he went too far. He went to free kick. So what are we going to see from this free kick now? Is it going to be a strike? Or cross into the penalty area looking for the head of Alistair Edwards? Padmanathan has come up to join the attack. Alistair. It's Nasaruddin, and it goes out for a corner to Singapore. So the very first corner of the first half going to Singapore. Here's Hasnim. Singapore fans urging the boys on. Nasaruddin, Abbas, Borhan. That's a rather poor cross. Going straight out for a goal kick to Kedah. Azmi Mahmood, who was busier of the two goalkeepers in the first half, having to produce more than a good save. Muhammad Ramli. Padmanathan headed out only as far as Rinkage Bratislav. The shot is on, but he loses the ball, losing it out to Zulkifli Katayoho. Hasnim. Alistair. Offside, Abbasad, well spotted by the linesman. Chubeng now. Hasnim. It's a battle of the heads now. Nazri. Referee spotted some unfair challenging there from V. Sundramuthi. He's had a fairly good game so far, the referee, and Subramaniam. Good ball by Abbas to Alistair. Alistair gets round his man, looking for a foul, but the referee waves for play on. Chubeng. And Radimuddin just failed to keep the ball in play. Alistair. Nasaruddin Jalil. Zulkifli with a good shot at goal. And thumbs up to the number 16 man. Well done. The ground is slippery. It can play tricks on goalkeepers. And it's great improvisation from Zulkifli to take that shot straight away. Singapore having a much better start to the second half than they did in the first. Handball, Radimuddin. Tokijan, here's Abbas, lets the ball run, and it's a goal kick to Sila, to Kedah, much to the dismay of Abbasad. Well, win or lose, Singapore are virtually assured of an award tonight, that of the Golden Boot Award for the top scorer. It's either Alistair Edwards or Abbasad who's going to get it. If no one scores tonight, then Ali Edwards will get the award. But if Abbas scores, then Abbas will get it. Here's Alistair. And he gets a corner. So I'm sure the two boys will be dying for a goal. D. Tokijan with a corner for Singapore. 8 minutes of the second half gone by. Pathmanathan! Oh, that looked more like a defender's clearance than a striker goal. There you are, trying to do a Sundramuthi then. But the end result wasn't quite the same. Pathma. Zulkifli. Borhan with an aimless ball up front. Nazri. He cut that one out very well, and it's a good ball as well to Abbas. Good screening, laid off to Tokijan. Borhan. Hasnim. Flick on, looking for Nasaruddin. Couldn't get him. Hussein Jafar, it's 2 against 2 now for Kedah. Radimuddin looking for Sundramuthi. Nazri Nasser is with him. But Sundram gets the better of Nazri. Turns around his man well and wins a corner. What can you say about Sundramuthi? There are some doubts raised about his big match temperament. But he's proving all those doubts wrong now. And he's showing us why he's the most talented player in the whole competition. Radimuddin with a corner, and Rinkage Bratislav almost coming in with a header, which I'm sure would have secured the match for Kedah. Here we see a replay of that action. Coming from behind and powering the header goalwards, but ball going out. And that would have virtually given the cup to Kedah. But Singapore are still in with a fighting chance. Naina Mohammed. Borhan. Abbas. Well played, Abbas Saad. And in this half, I'm sure we're going to see Singapore's attacking flair and Kedah's defensive strategies. Kedah will want to depend on the counter-attack for the goals. Good skill by Chu Bing. Pathma cutting the ball out very well. Suryat all the way back to David. Borhan. Nazri. Singapore trying that very patient build-up now. Looking for some off-the-ball running up front. Hasnim. Suryat. Abbas. There's Hasnim. Tokijan. Oh. I think that deserves a booking. At least a speaking to. A deliberate challenge and deliberate foul by Naina Mohammed. Yes, a yellow card, the third of the match tonight and the first to a Kedah player. Naina Mohammed. Getting in the way of D. Kokijan and the all-important cross. What could be a Singapore equalizer. Hasnim Harun. And it's a corner to Singapore. The boys piling up the pressure now. And Kedah absorbing it like how they did against Perak. Abbas. Zulkifli, a good shot. And Azmi comes up and collects. Borhan, Haslim throwing the ball away. It's Mohammad Ramli who's been doing a very good job on Abbas Saad tonight so far. Radimuddin, Rinkic, stopped then by Sudyat. Kedah are going to make a replacement. They're going to bring on Aziz Aslan, the very skillful winger, and bring out Hussein Jafar. That's Aziz playing in his very first cup final. And Hussein, of course, contributed to that first goal, one and only goal so far in the match, scored by Sundramuthi. He was responsible for getting the header back. Alistair. Naina with a timely clearance. Milos Kovacic. This might be his last season with the Kedah team, and I'm sure his boys will want to see him go off as a winner. They are 30 minutes away from doing so. As we see Abdullah Noor warming up on the sidelines. Borhan. Well, you just saw the region of Pahang. Also the chairman of Football Association of Malaysia. Tokijan. Alistair, a good black flick. Here's Abbas. Is he going to take on the Kedah defense all by himself? He still has the ball. He's got two men behind him. He flicks it for Alistair. Here's Abbas one more time. Looking for Alistair again, but Onchubeng getting in the way. And this is the danger now, the counter-attack. Sundramuthi, Aziz Aslan, "17 minutes of the first half gone by. Singapore trailing by a goal. Alistair shoots. Powerful one, but not on target. And so Nasiruddin Jalil is the person who's coming off for Singapore. Abdullah Borhan being brought in. And I've got a feeling that Abbasad will be switched to midfield. And Abdullah Noor will partner Alistair up front. Abdullah with his first touch of the ball. Tokijan. Rinkic. Naina. Abdullah jumping for that ball. Abdullah Noor getting to the byline and delivering the cross. And well cut out, so it's another corner for Singapore. In all three finals they've played in before this one, Kedah have never taken the lead. So it's a good omen for them indeed. And let's watch for Abdullah Noor and his near post exploits now. Cut off once again by the Kedah players. And Kedah have pushed every man back into their own half to defend this one-goal lead. A very precious lead indeed. Sundram. A lovely pass with the outside of his foot. Well cut out by Nazri Nasir. Not a very good ball. Going out for a throw to Kedah. Of course, we'll be in no hurry to take the throw. If you've just joined us, it's 1-0 to Kedah in the second half. 20 minutes of play gone by. Live from the Merdeka Stadium, Malaysia Cup Final 1990. Brought to you by SBC Sports as Kedah come again. Muhammad Ramli abandoning his defensive duties to come out and attack, and that would have almost sealed the game. But Radi Maddin, I don't think he knew that he had that much of a space. A good cross by Muhammad Ramli. And Ruddy should have done better. Failed to keep his header low. And the Singapore boys seem to lose direction now. They're losing a lot of their vigor that they've shown in their earlier matches of the competition. Sundram. Zulkifli. Tokijan. Good flick on. Borhan. Good play there by Alistair. Oh, Abdullah Noor. That was a horrible finish then. Suryat. Zulkifli. Abbas. Abbas wins a free kick. Are we going to see a strike from Alistair Edwards? He's famed for his shots from distances like these. And with a pitch like this, it's more towards the advantage of the striker of the ball than the defender. Alistair bangs it straight at the wall. Borhan gets around his man well and wins a corner. That's Chan Ketsui. Borhan taking on his man again, and Zulkifli Katayoho, Abdullah Noor, Pathmanathan. Good cross for Alistair. But he directed the header. He should have directed the header goalwards. No, it was D. Tokijan, not Alistair Edwards. A section of Singapore supporters looking a bit gloomy now as time ticks away for the Singapore team. 20 minutes of play left. That's all they have to find an equalizer and maybe go on to win the match. Borhan, Tokijan. Goes past two, loses out to Naina, but it gets the ball back again very well. Abbas looking for the running of Abdullah Noor up front. Alistair Edwards. And a lunging challenge then from Lee Kin Hong. Another throw for Singapore. Well, Robin Chan has asked Terry Pathmanathan to abandon his long throw this season, but in situations like these, if he can get a goal out of this, I'm sure he wouldn't mind. A chance for Singapore! A goal-mouth melee now! Zulkifli failed to control the ball first time. He shoots, but a body blocks it. Borhan, oh! And it goes a-begging once again. Atrocious finishing from Borhan Abu Sama. And the ball was just bubbling outside the Kedah goal. Just a touch would have done the trick. But no one was there to provide it. Misunderstanding between Zulkifli and Abdullah Noor. And Kedah on the counter-attack once again. Aziz Aslan. Aziz trying to win the ball back through some uncouth means. Oh, Naina has done it once again. And what now? Is this going to be a sending off? No, a verbal warning. But it's put Kedah under a lot of pressure once again. Pathma, Alistair Edwards! Yes, Singapore have done it! They have equalized! Alistair Edwards, Singapore's top scorer this season, has done it again. Just when you need him, he comes up with the all-important strike. With 17 minutes of play left, Pathmanathan with a Good jump, a good header. Alistair Edwards. A diving header. And that could be the most important goal he has scored all season round. It puts Singapore back in the game again. And the fans are back up on their feet. And this will force Kedah into attack. And the team, famed for defending a one-goal lead, have faltered under tremendous Singapore pressure. And they got 16 minutes of play left. Can the boys now churn out some magic from their bag and do an amazing turnaround? There we see the Singapore flags come out again. Alistair Edwards. Abbas! A chance for Singapore. Good save by Azmi Mahmood. It would have been a great farewell present for the Aussies. Alistair and Abbas. Definitely the right combination. Striking up a perfect chord between each other. And the boys in blue are on the ascendancy now. Pathmanathan exuberating the confidence shown in the Singapore team. Abdullah Noor. And yes, I think it's the knee. The knee of Abdullah Noor hit the mouth of maybe the cheekbone of the Kedah player. And just listen to the Singapore fans. The Kedah players just don't know what hit them. And then we see the incident again. It's Chan Kiet Sui who's gone out. It must be really painful. Almost 14,000 Singapore fans traveling here. They finally got something to cheer about. But I think that's more than the boys deserve, because they've really attacked in the second half, and after some sustained pressure, they finally got the goal to cancel out Sundramurthy's first half strike for Kedah. Cover check. Is he going to be on a losing side yet again? I'm sure it must be tension-filled for all of you at home as well. Borhan getting his face to that one from Lee Cheng Ho. Bratislav, Haslin cleared it. Naina Muhammad. And Chan Kiet Sui might have just swallowed his tongue, because it's an instant replacement in the Kedah squad. And the replacement which sees Said Alwi coming in. Rinkage. ball. And he was so sure of that. In fact, it's Ramli Abdul Ghani who's come in for Chan Kiet Sui. Bratislav. Good play by Abbasad. Nazri. Switching play very well. Suryat. Dangerous tackle by Suryat Dalid, and he went in with two legs, incurring the wrath of the referee and also the Kedah supporters. And there you can see in the background Kedah supporters dressed in green and yellow. A lovely bunch of supporters they have there, with football being the religion in the state. Pathma climbing and doing well. Zulkifli Katoyoho, acrobatic and spectacular in that clearance. Kokijan bundled out the ball, but illegally, and it's a free kick to Singapore. Ten and a half minutes of play left. Can the boys find the winner now? Sundram. That's Ramli Ghani with his first touch of the ball. And brought down straight away by Suryat Dali. Radi Maddin. A lot of Kedah's good play stems from his midfield touches. And Muhammad Ramli summing up the feelings of the Kedah camp at the moment, under a lot of pressure, and they're really feeling it. Borhan. Ramli. Aziz Aslan. Good play by Nazri Nasser. Winning the ball from V. Sundramurthy. Suryat. Hasnim. That's a good ball. A chance for Kedah. And Pathmanathan is there to cut off that cross from Ramli Ghani. A timely interception by T. Pathmanathan. Tan Cheng Ho with a throw for Kedah. Rinkic caught off guard then. Abbas coming down to midfield to help out. Looking for Alistair, but Lee Kin Hong gets the ball before his man does. And Abbas does the same as well. Good skill by Abbasad. A good ball inside to Abdullah Noor. And just a fraction away for what could prove to be yet another very dangerous Singapore onslaught. Bratislav. Radi Maddin. Aziz Aslan, Lee Kin Hong, Nazri, all the way back to David. A lovely throw by David Lee. Great vision on the part of our goalkeeper. Alistair. So screens the ball well and a good shot at goal. That's vintage Alistair Edwards for you. And can we see something special from Sundram now? He's got a goal already. 13 goals in the season so far to make him the outright top scorer of the Malaysia Cup competition. Zulkifli Katayoho. Borhan Abu Sama. Abbas. Oh, this is Alistair. Oh, lovely back here by Alistair. Haslim. Oh well. That isn't the Haslim we know of, isn't it? No doubt about it. Disappointed with himself. Just 6 minutes of play left. Singapore 1. Kedah 1. If you've just joined us, we're coming to you live from the Merdeka Stadium, courtesy of SBC Sports. This highly entertaining final. Really hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. And the team who will score a goal now will definitely go on to win it. Chu Beng. Fatma clears it. Radi Maddin. David comes out. It's his ball all the way and he makes sure he gets it. And a good throw to Borhan Abu Sama. Naina Muhammad. He's had a nightmarish time here on the right. Naina Muhammad against D. Tokujan. And we must compliment D. Tokujan for really having a great game. Alistair. Good play by Alistair Edwards. Lee Kin Hong finding it so hard to get the ball off Alistair. And Alistair has so far, I'm sure you'll agree with me, he has so far been the best Singapore performer. A chance for Padmanabhan. A free header, but he failed to direct it goalwards. It looks like we're going to have extra time. Unless somebody can come up with something spectacular. Naina Muhammad. Sundram. Rinkic. Back to Sundram. And a free kick given away in a very dangerous position. This will suit Kedah just fine. Just 20 meters outside the box. Kedah have won a free kick. A challenge from behind on V. Sundramuthi. Panic stations now for the Singapore boys. David lines up his wall. Referee wants it 10 yards back. Rinkic. Deadly from positions like these. Are we going to see a curler from him? Or a stinger from V. Sundramuthi? It'll be a very big blow if we're going to give away a goal. It comes off the wall and the wall did its job then. Singapore breathe again. Shots from almost 40 meters from Chu Beng. I was never going to trouble the goalkeeper at all. So extra time looms, and remember, if we still have no definite result from extra time, there won't be penalty shootout. There'll be a replay instead, and it'll be held in midweek. Alistair. He's definitely risen to the occasion, Alistair Edwards. Abdullah Noor! Aziz Aslan. Looking for Ramli Ghani. The second half has been Singapore's half all the way. And with Alistair's goal in the 26th minute of play, they've equalised, but they still haven't found the winner. Kin Hong. Abbas. Back to Kin Hong. Radi Maddin. Some very tidy play in the midfield, resulting in a free kick for Kedah. 1 minute of play left. Nazri defending very well for Singapore. Naina Muhammad. Ng Chu Bing. Borhan. Good play. Di Tokijan. Oh, that was aimed straight at Di Tokijan, that tackle by Chu Bing. But it didn't catch the referee's attention. And Tokijan then got his body in the way. Some tugging and pushing between V. Sundramuthi and Nazri Nasir now. And they both received a yellow card each. So 5 bookings in the match. It's full time on our watches. We're awaiting the referee's final whistle. A game filled with almost everything. 5 bookings. An injured player. And 2 goals to talk about. 1 from each side. Is Kedah gonna score now? With 1 minute of injury time played. Lee Kin Hong. David Lee gets it. And that should be the last attack of the match. 90 minutes are up. Yes, it's extra time in the 1990 Malaysia Cup final between Singapore and Kedah. So the advantage now will have to go to Kedah, because on paper they are the more fitter side. And the Singapore team, who've been playing football all season round, from the Premier League to the Malay, to the Semi-Pro League, to the Asian Games, then to the Malaysia Cup. They're gonna feel it now. And in extra time, it's not the team with more skills or tactical ploys who will win it.
Suits your habits, meets your needs.
Cow Attack Regular.
I like Attack Regular because now I need less scrubbing after soaking even when I hand wash.
Cow Attack Regular for a cleaner, whiter and brighter feeling.
Reach for the sky, yeah. Catch a dream or 2 or 3. Reach for the sky, you gotta try to catch a wish, keep one for me. Yeah, I'm sure that everyone can see you are looking. Reach out to me. Reach for the sky.
Reliable office and personal automation technology. Leading today, ready for tomorrow. Sharp.
So smooth, so refreshing with Calviori Facial Wash. It cleans off dirt and excess oil while retaining facial softness and moisture. For smoother, younger looking skin, Calviori Facial Wash.
Reach for the sky, yeah. Catch a dream or two or three. Reach for the sky, you gotta try to catch a wish, keep one for me. Yeah, I'm sure that everyone can see you are looking sharp to me. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky, yeah.
High fidelity audio visual technology. Leading today, ready for tomorrow. Sharp.
Yellow Pages. We're not just here for the nasty things in life. We can help with the nice things too.
We hope you're enjoying the match so far. Singapore versus Kedah is live from the Merdeka Stadium, courtesy of SBC Sports. Suryat. Abdurano. Radi. That's a good ball. Aziz Aslan. He's got Abbasad, who does well. So the first corner of the extra half an hour period goes to Kedah. And Singapore have got some defending to do now. Rinkic with a corner. David comes out. Alistair. Had almost found Zulkifli Katayoho, but it was just a bit too fast for Zulkifli to catch. So it's a throw in for Kedah. Sundram versus Nazri. A lovely flick by Sundramoorthy. The cross wasn't just as good. Well, the pressure is relieved and he's got some reason to smile. David, of course, one of two players in the team who played in the last cup final we were in. It was in 1981. The other, of course, being Terry Pathmanathan. So we really need their experience and their big match temperament to complement with the rest of the team. Nazri, good interception. Naina Muhammad. Nazri, and a good tackle by Nazri. Haslim, good skill. Good tackle then by Rinkic. Gani. Radi Maddin. Sundramoorthy. Back to Radi Maddin. Pathmanathan with a good tackle. And strange enough, that was rather a strange decision, wasn't it? Somehow or rather he thought that Singapore boys did it through unfair means, and so Kedah have won a free kick. Are they going to score a quick goal? A chance for Kedah, and they've done it! Chubeng has done it in the 3rd minute of extra time for Kedah. Let's look at the replay now as the Kedah fans celebrate. He saw a gap in the Singapore wall and punished them. But there's another replay of the goal, which puts Kedah 2-1 up. But Singapore come back attacking again. For Kedah. Haslim. Nazri with a shot. Ricocheted off the defender. And here's Sundram. Good play by Zulkifli. Rinkic Bratislav. Well done, Zulkifli Katayoho yet again. Abbasad trying to get round his man, just failed to do so. Oh well, sure you just saw that. Alistair, good screening of the ball. Alistair goes all the way, battles all the way to the... Is it a penalty? They appeal for it. Well, it did look like a penalty. And I guess Alistair was robbed of it. Rinkic lost his balance as he ran back for the ball. And there you see the trip. Obstruction from Naina Mohammed. That should have been a penalty. Wadi Maddin. A good long ball. Look. And Nazri Nasser clears it. Aziz Aslan, Sundram Muthi, with Haslim in front of him. Sudyat. Zulkifli Katayoho. Good play by Zulkifli. Is he going in all by himself? A lovely ball to Abdullah Noor! And just a bit too fast. And this is uncalled for. The goalkeeper was faking an injury. Abdullah Noor did not touch the goalkeeper at all. There you are, he did not touch the goalkeeper at all. It's definitely faking an injury to waste some more time. He's smiling. There you are. It's all a hoax. So Singapore have to come back again from the jaws of defeat. Pathmanathan with his feigned long throw. got 3 men in the penalty box. Abdullah Noor, Abbasad, D. Tokijan. They're all lining up for this one. Back header goes and Azmi, a tall figure of 1.9 meters, comes up and grabs the ball cleanly. Haslim. Kedah doing all they can, bringing all their 11 men back into their own half now just to defend the lead. Abdullah Noor, and he mistimed his header then. Abdullah Noor battling really hard for the ball. Wing kicks. Sundramuthi. Aziz Aslan. Singapore have got some defending to do now. This is Ramli Ghani. And he wins a corner. 4 minutes of the first half of extra time left. Kedah leading Singapore by 2 goals to 1. 1-1 after 90 minutes of play. And Ng Chiu Beng, after 3 minutes of the first half of extra time, putting Kedah ahead yet again. And they've got it. Aziz Aslan, the substitute, has got the goal, which virtually assures Kedah of the Malaysia Cup. Let's watch that again. And after 3 unsuccessful attempts, Kedah have finally won the Malaysia Cup at the 4th bite of the cherry. And it looks like it's going back to Kedah. Well, I just had confirmation that the scorer isn't Aziz Aslan, it's Ramli Abdul Ghani, the second substitute who came on for Chankek Sri. Borhan. Alistair. Can he come up with something really spectacular? Singapore really need the services of the influential players now in order to save the match. Suryat. Sundram. Aziz Aslan. They came into this match as the underdogs. But they look the more likely team to lift the cup now. Pathma urging his boys on, pushing them forward. A minute of the first half of extra time left. Singapore trailing by 3 goals to 1. Singapore supporters silenced. Tokijan with a back header. And well cleared. Pafma. Naina Muhammad. Kedah, of course, in no hurry to take the goal kick. And the Singapore fans silenced. Borhan. Alistair. Tokijan wins the ball back well. Zulkifli. Here's Borhan. Oh, come on. Good turn by Tokijan. Good ball inside. Well cut out once again by the Kedah defenders. So the whistle goes for the first half of extra time. The teams now switch over. And Kedah have scored two very important goals in the space of the first 15 minutes from Ng Chu Beng. And the other coming from Ramli Ghani. Singapore have got no choice now but to attack in the second half of extra time. Or else they will see victory fading away with each minute. If not a victory, at least our boys would do well enough to force a replay. The atmosphere here is deafening. And they are the cause of it. He doesn't look too happy. In a match like this, I'm sure that Robin would rather have himself on a pitch than off it. Hasnin. Surya. Zulkifli. Borhan. Alistair. Alistair does well. There's no one in the penalty box again. Nazri. Looking for Abbas. Ball's headed away. Alistair wins it back. Tokijan with a shot, a good one. But a beautiful save by Azmi Mahmood. That was fine quality goalkeeping. He knew if he had punched the ball out, there will be someone to pounce on the loose ball. He had no choice but to grab it. And he caught it really well. So the Singapore boys finally applying the pressure again. Terima Kasih. Suryat. Well cleared, Ng Chu Beng. Tokijan. He's played really well tonight, Tokijan. Good cross. And almost finding the head of Abdullah Nordem. Suryat does well. And I think the linesman spotted the Singapore player in an offside position. Not surprisingly, a player goes down with cramps. Padmanathan. Borhan. Tokijan goes only as far as Rinkich. Borhan yet again. Alistair. Good flick to Tokijan. Oh. Once again brought down. This time by Lee Cheng Ho. And it's from a position like this that Singapore got their equalizer. Can they get a goal back now? Will they reduce the deficit? Oh, Asli Mahmood stands firm and refuses to be beaten one more time. Some time-wasting tactics once again employed by Azmi. That was a free kick just too near to the goalkeeper. Sundram. Ramli Ghani. Aziz Aslan. Radimuddin. Kedah playing possession football now. It's just what you expect them to do, since they've got a healthy 2-goal lead. Borhan. And Mohammad Ramli cutting the ball away from Abbasad. Borhan. Cross looking for Ali Edwards. And Kedah the counter-attack again. Sundramuthi. All the way back to his goalkeeper. 9 minutes of play left. 9 more minutes. Can Kedah hang on to their 3-1 lead? Abbas, he does well to get past his man, but he balloons the shot. So Singapore, after finishing second in the semi-pro league, will have to settle for second best again in the Malaysia Cup. And Kedah, who have settled for second best in the Malaysia Cup for the past 3 years, look like they're going to win it. Are they going to add another goal? David Lee was very sure that the ball wasn't going in. 7 minutes. Mission impossible for Singapore to score 2 goals in 7 minutes. Borhan to Abbas and Tan Cheng Ho. Tokijan. Kin Hong, good ball skills. Pathma. Oh, giving the ball away. Rinkic. Abdullah Noor coming all the way back to help. Sudiat. Zulkifli Katayoho. Haslim. To Abbas. Can we see some magic from Abbas now? No, it's cut out. Di Tokijan. Abbas. Tokijan. Losing out to Naina Muhammad once again. But he fights all the way for it. Haslim. Is he going to weave a little bit of magic? No, he decides to give it to Sudiat. A good cross from Sudiat. Alistair jumps. But this time he connects. But it's off target. 5 minutes of play left. Kedah willing just to absorb the pressure now. Alistair. Yet another throw in for Singapore. Alistair. A good cross, and Suryat Dali was there, but so was Azmi Mahmood, and he made sure he collected that ball. Borhan, Zulkifli, Abdullah Noor, Suryat with a good cross. That's some reason now for the Kedah player to stay down. So it's been a fabulous season for Singapore. The fact that they're in the final says a lot. The first time in 9 years that we're playing the last match in the Malaysia Cup Series. By some unfair means, we lost the semi-pro league. And now we lost to Kedah because we didn't have the big match temperament, unlike the opposing team. They've been in the final 3 times already and are more determined to make sure that they don't end up with a loser's plate yet again. A couple of minutes left. Singapore is still fighting very hard. Alistair. Just 1 minute is all I have on my watch. 1 minute of play left. Kedah celebrates after a long wait, and Singapore have to wait much longer. At least another season, we hope. Playing possession football now. A good ball to Ramli Ghani. David Lee comes out and grabs it well. Zulkifli. Abbas. Good ball to Tokijan. Alistair tried to turn and shoot, but he was unsuccessful. And we still have a little bit of consolation for the Singapore team. Alistair Edwards will walk away with a Golden Boot Award for being the top scorer of the series. Azmi comes out, punches it clear. And Kedah, it's full time on our watches. Naina Mahmud. We're now waiting N. Subramaniam of Selangor to blow his final whistle. Abdullah Noor. Alistair still trying very hard, and that could very well be the last attack of the game. Azmi in his first final in goal for Kedah. His first time lucky. Whereas Lee Kin Hong will find that success tastes even sweeter after 3 failing attempts in the past 3 seasons, all against Kuala Lumpur. This season, an altogether different opposition against a team who hasn't been in the final for 9 years already. Abbas trying to weave his way around 3 men, failed to do so. Suryat twists, turns, finally getting the cross in, headed away. Borhan heads it back. Sundram, lovely back heel. Nazri. Alistair, good attempt. I guess he's the only Singaporean tonight who is trying shot at goal. And surely now the referee will blow for the final whistle. And we will see Lee Kin Hong lift the Malaysia Cup. That's it. They've finally done it. After a long wait, 3 years of tears, now they can shed tears of joy in their 4th year. The fans stream onto the pitch to celebrate a famous Kedah victory. It's Alistair Edwards of Singapore, and he deserves it. A great going away gift. The most consistent goal scorer in the Singapore side all season round. And it's really a pity he has to end up on the losing end of this Malaysia Cup final. And now, the Malaysia Cup champions for 1990. Lee Kin Hong, after walking up the stairs thrice as runners-up, is finally now going to lift the Malaysia Cup at the 4th attempt. Congratulations to the Kedah side. This, their 12th match, unbeaten. And they just qualified the Malaysia Cup series, barely making it, finishing 6th in the league. And they've made a miraculous recovery. Muhammad Ramli, who did a good job on Abasa tonight, shackling him really well. Naina Muhammad had to resort to some unfair challenges on Tokijan, but still got away with it. Success really sweet. V. Sundramurthy, Singapore's homegrown talent, scoring the first all-important goal, which shook the Singapore boys into attack. And I guess with that goal and his form tonight, there he is again. He should serve notice to the FAS to employ him for next year's Semi-Pro League Series and the Malaysia Cup campaign. Nazmi Mahmud, the goalkeeper, a big imposing figure in the penalty box. Malaysia's #1, and he made some superlative saves today to prove that. Milus Kovacek in what could be his last season, and finally ending up a winner.
SBC's coverage of the Malaysia Cup final has been sponsored by Kawatek Regular, Sharp, and Yellow Pages.
And now we take you to Bali, Indonesia for the World Grand Prix Finals 1990, a prestigious badminton event where top players in the world compete.